What's going on, everyone? Today is June 8th, 2026 at 2:12 p.m. It's been a little while since I've done one of these videos, but I've been really learning Microsoft 365, and now I'm working on doing the AB 900, which is going to essentially be the Microsoft certification for everything, learning about the users and the groups and learning about Zero Trust and everything. So I'm just going to get like a general better understanding of the whole Microsoft software and ecosystem as a whole. But today we're just going to go over some of the things like users, teams and groups, roles, etc. Basically, here is the admin center. In the admin center here, again, you do have the users, you have the teams and groups, roles, everything. You have access to all of the different Microsoft softwares, but as for right now, we're just going to be looking at the users again. So on this page is essentially we're going to be adding the user. So we're just going to make up a dummy user. We're going to do Jonathan or John Frank. It's going to be the display name. Username, we're going to make it same thing, John Frank. Require this user to change their password when they first sign in, and then we're going to assign them all of the licenses. Essentially the licenses, we'll go over that in a second, but it's essentially just all of the access to go through all of the software and all the different apps. So that being all of these. And so for the user, we could fill in all this, the job title, department, etc., etc. That's when actually is in an enterprise. But here we have all of the roles. So let's say we wanted to assign him a role of help desk administrator or service support. You can do that. Ideally, you wouldn't do something like a global, because that means you can see and have access to absolutely everything. See, it says there has unlimited access to all management features and most data in all admin centers. Not good. Typically, you wouldn't want to be doing that. But for right now, we'll just give him help desk and service support. And then, so there you go. You have John Frank in there. So next, then you would have access to contacts. This isn't necessarily a user, it's just somebody that's outside of the organization, so you like to everyone to be able to find. Here you'll have guest users. I don't have any in here right now. And then here you have the deleted users. These ones you can restore them. I forgot to mention with the users that when you're adding users, you can actually add multiple at a time. So you can add whoever, different names and everything. So that actually it's pretty convenient. Yeah. So you can have a team here. So team, example team, and you can have all the different members, but they have to have licenses. So this is going to be the main account. This is the owner, and we're going to put John Frank as one of the owners. And here are going to be the different members. You have to make sure that these have access to licenses, and then go into the settings. We're going to add again team, and then boom, you could just finish it here, add team. Within the team here, you can actually go back into the settings, and if you wanted to kick somebody out, you can remove him as a member. You can make them an owner. We're going to make Anthony Santos an owner, so he's an owner now, and we're going to remove him again because we'll just leave him there, and then back to the member. And here in the settings, you have a little bit more specific, so you can go into like private. So we'll just make this a private, and you can also make it so that you can remove the permissions of the team members themselves. So here we have the policies, which is more specifically just for teams and groups. So like for example, the meeting policy, settings and permissions for a meeting itself. Then we have here again the deleted groups, and then here we have shared mailboxes. And then within these mailboxes, you can put different members inside of the shared mailbox so that everybody receives the email, and then everybody can respond to the email individually. So you come here, you go to the team, and you're going to be able to add individual members into the team. So here's going to say members. You can hit edit, and then you can hit add members, and we're just going to put everybody in. So everybody's going to receive the emails under this shared mailbox, but individually they'll be able to respond to the emails on their own. And then of course in the response it'll show their email rather than the shared mailbox email. So next here we have the roles. So here we have the role assignments. Here are going to be again all of the roles from earlier, the global admin, help desk administrator, everything. We have billing here, so licenses, here's where you can check out where all the licenses are at. For example, we have 4 out of 25 assigned. And then here in the settings you'll have options like domain, search and intelligence, org, backup. For the most part, that's pretty much all of the beginner necessities for Microsoft 365 Admin Center. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section. But as for right now, that should be it. Everybody, have a good one. Take care.